Hello, it's Coach Brian from Cause Events, and welcome to Coach's Corner. So today we're going to be discussing pre-filling your wetsuit to accommodate your comfort in open water swimming. So now that we're into December, we're December 5th now, the water has been cooling down from our balmy 70 plus degree water, and we're in the lower 60s and we'll soon be in the 50s. So one of the things we do to avoid the shock of getting into cold water and getting that frigid water pouring into our wetsuit is we pre-fill our wetsuit to avoid that cold water coming in. It will limit the amount of water displacement coming in, and you will avoid that thermal shock of getting into cold water. It'll be a lot easier for you to be comfortable when you get in the water and do your cold water swim in the winter. Now here in San Diego, our water will only get down to about somewhere in the mid 50s during the winter, and it will be in the mid to upper 70s in the summer. It rarely gets anywhere out of those parameters. However, it still gets hard to get in that water if you're not used to it, and early in the winter it's going to be a little harder. So what we want to do is get some tepid water that's somewhere between 70 and 75 degrees and pour it in the wetsuit. Now we generally pour it in through the opening, the neck opening, some down the back, working both sides so it gets down the arms, and then in the front we'll pull the front neck open, pour it down the front. So it only takes probably maybe a quart and a half of water. You don't need a lot of water. I brought a gallon, and I went and ultimately filled 3 wetsuits with that. So it doesn't take a lot. But that tepid water, your body will heat right up to your body temperature, and when you get in the water, yeah, there's going to be a little bit creeping in through the zippers and the neck opening, but not much, and so you'll be much more comfortable. So I'm going to get one of my athletes, and we're going to go through and demonstrate this. Okay? We'll be right back. Okay, Coach Brian here with Coach's Corner, and we're back. I shot a little bit earlier announcing what we're going to be doing, and I've got Lauren here, and she's one of my regular athletes out here, and since the water's 62 degrees, we need to get everybody used to preparing for colder water. So she put her wetsuit on, she's dry, but I've got some tepid water here, a little over a gallon of tepid water. And what we're going to do is pre-fill her wetsuit so that it won't be displaced by colder water. So are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, let's make sure your wetsuit's open enough. Okay. So this is going to seem cold to her, but it's not as cold as the 62 degree water that's out there. How's that feeling?
Pretty good. It's a little chilly.
Yeah, okay, open your neck a little bit. How's that feel?
Good.
Is it all the way down to your feet?
Yep.
Okay, so, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to close your wetsuit back up. You want your lanyard dangling? Or?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so now she's ready to go in. Just needs to put her goggles on, and she's good to go. Simple as that. It doesn't take. It's not rocket science, but it's just thermodynamics. Okay, so we took Lauren, who's been one of my athletes for now about a year and a half, and we poured water down the neck opening in the back and in the front. It wasn't terribly discomfortable. It was a little cool at first, but mid 70 water, yeah, you're going to feel it because your body's at 98 degrees. But she felt pretty good with that. So as we filled her wetsuit, she then zipped up and went for a swim. It allowed her not to get that thermal shock when she initially got in the water, and she was able to comfortably swim. Oh, I think she swam for about 45 minutes. And she was fine. I was able to put water in other athletes, and they were surprised at how much of a difference it made for them going in. It was quite comfortable. Yeah, it was a little chilly at first when we first put that water in because their body's a lot warmer than that water was. But you don't want to put really warm water in because it's still going to cool down. Now, they avoided that shock. The face still got that thermal shock, but it wasn't too bad. So, what did we learn? We learned that if you pre-fill that wetsuit, it's going to make it a lot easier to get in and swim. Simple as that. It's not complex. It's not rocket science. Maybe a little bit of thermodynamics, but that's about it. Okay, so leave a comment, like, subscribe, and help this push this video out to other people that could use it. All right, well, that's what I've got for you, and we'll see you next time on Coach Brian's Corner.